Hey Janet, it's me, my face, and all kinds of stitching. This week's Happy Dance is brought to us by coffee, as many a happy dance has been brought by. Whatever, my hair matches the inside of my mug. Yes, as you may have guessed, my sister now watches my FLOSSTUBE. I have absolutely no idea how I feel about that. I'm fine with it. In as much as anxiety and fear. I'm fine with it. If you're new here, my name is Andrea, and this is a channel about cross-stitch and cats, coffee, drinking, mental health, sometimes ranting. If you're a returning visitor, you know all this, and if you're related to me, you know all this. One would think that with Thanksgiving and everything having gone by, that I would not have nearly as much stitching as usual. I have a lot of stitching, so let's just jump into it. The first thing that I worked on is Halloweentown. This is from Raise the Roof Designs, and I still haven't finished the lettering, but I just managed to get a little more done. Actually, I think I got a lot more done over here. I think I got the whole fence done, and then I filled in the house. You would think I would look these things up. But I definitely know that I worked on most of the house because I am working in black silk on that roof, and it is everything. That is Belle Soie Noir, and I love it. I love it. I'm thinking of investing in a few more skeins. Don't tell. I thought I was getting close to a finish on this, and then I realized that there is like a whole row of words for the whole piece. So yeah, I'm not close, which I'm not mad at because I really like working on this. It's not like I'm going to do anything with it when it's done anyway. So the next thing I worked on is And Heaven and Nature Sing. This is from Kathy Barrick. And of course it is. Look at it. It's gorgeous. I filled in, I think I finished a tree. I think I finished a tree. I put in another length of thread in the animal's body. The deer. I'm going to call it a deer. In the deer's body. And I did the two birds. And look how cute the chubby birds are. Love the chubby birds. This is on 40 count mallow, and I cannot continue to tell you how much I like 40 count mallow. It's 40 count, so it's, weenie. I like the weenie. So I only have to use one strand, which means my good floss lasts longer. But I find it really easy to see, and the threads are nice and thick. So it's not like loosey-goosey, you can see through it. Like, I don't worry about running a few threads across because you really cannot see, through any of it. Invest in some mallow. The next thing I worked on is City Sidewalks. This is from, who the heck is this from? Glendon Place. This is more than I thought it was going to be. I was wanting some smalls, just some quick things to work on, and it's solid stitching. It's not like that was hidden from me. It was clear that it was solid stitching, and yet it looks so good. I am going to have to either pick out and redo this car or backstitch it because I chose to use a crew for the snow, and it's a little close to the yellow, which I think is, Andrea, why guess? I'll just put it up on the screen. They're very similar. That's all. It's really all I was saying. I am still thinking about what to do about the Christmas tree. It calls for beads. That's not happening. Another option would be French or colonial knots. We've discussed how I feel about those. So, I don't know. I may just stitch them. I may not. I'll have to do something because it looks silly otherwise. But yeah, I think it's going to end up just being cross-stitched. Because that's a lot. That's a lot. For something that, again, I probably am not going to do anything with. Until I can unearth my sewing machine, and then maybe I could make a pillow. Maybe. Did I tell you once that my stitchy godmother made me a pillow? She sent it to me. And I love it. So yeah, give me your opinion. Would you use cross stitches? Some sort of knot? Or would you actually go out and look for weeny, weeny, weeny little beads to put on that Christmas tree? Opinions below. The next thing I worked on is Christmas Helpers. This is from Swallick Studios, or Swallick Stitchery. Sorry. I do have notes. I just don't read them. This is being done on, I want to say 18 count steampunk something or other from Fabric Flare. I love Fabric Flare. I need to place another order when I work through, let's say, half of the fabric that I have, piled up around here. But this is coming out so cute. Look at this. Look at the sheep. Can I brag for just a second? Look at the white stitches. Look how good my white stitches look. I'm a little impressed. I wanted to have the cat done by this week, but that did not happen. But I made good progress. So this too shall be done. I have to do the cat, and then I have to do the little tree that they're working on. So maybe by next video? Maybe? The next thing I worked on is Chicken Joy. This is from Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla and Chelsea. You guys. It is so not my style, but it is so cute. Look at this chicken. Look at the... Okay, this time do not look at the white stitches, because these white stitches are not. But that's really cute. I mean, look at the tree. And look at the chicken. I can't wait to put the string that goes down the lights. Because to me, just the idea of the chicken decorating the tree is hysterical. And all day long, I'm about this chicken decorating the tree. Somebody last week, because you know me and looking up the names and things, you'll see it over here, linked me to like a light up lawn ornament chicken. I considered it. I considered it strongly. I'm still considering it. I will be happy when this is done for no other reason than to stop working on this 14 count Ada. I have a whole nother tube of the 14 count black. I think what I might do is take that and wet it and see if I can shrink it up a little and soften it up a little. Although, this has gotten a little more pliable than it was when I started. But it is aggressively holding on to the hoop. And so I'm figuring it's going to probably be tough to get the hoop marks out when I'm done with it. And I can't wash it because fancy floss. Because Priscilla and her fancy floss. As if Priscilla came to my house and forced me to somehow use that floss. Can I get Priscilla to come to my house? She can't see it like this. The next thing I worked on is a little freebie from SubRosa. This is... I don't think it has a name. It's the Halloween freebie. Because I have to have a Halloween something going, or else... Is it even me? I don't think so. It's coming along. More white stitches. It's like a trend with me now. These are acceptable. There's some, I can just see some weird ones going on here in her dress, but these are acceptable stitches. There is not a whole lot left to do. There's a house, like on this side, that just needs doing. But otherwise, it's almost done. I'm not enthusiastic about it. It's a freebie. It was fun to stitch. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. Hopefully editing me took that out. It's cute. I mean, I like it. It's just, it's frustrating because it's yet another thing that's going to finish and it's just going to go in the box. I need to do something about the box, people. I cannot handle the finishes anymore. And there's like 20 other things I want to start. So I got to work that out. But otherwise, this is coming along. I need a coffee break. It's Nightmare Before Christmas. It is a multi-holiday movie. So I don't want to hear it. Andrea, did you manage to go 2 weeks without a new start? No, I did not. No. This is White Christmas from New York Dreamer. Remind me, have I stitched New York Dreamer before? Because I feel like I have said the name of that designer, but I can't find anything that I did by them. Maybe I made it up. Either way, this is White Christmas. And I am just using, this is 22 count. Guys, this is white Ada. This is white. Like, I didn't tea dye it. I didn't do anything. I think what I liked about the picture of this, and I'll put the picture back up, is how kind of faded and whites and grays and off-whites it looked. So this is actually a little stronger than I thought it would come out, but I still love it. I mean, it's a deer. He's wearing a scarf. He's apparently been standing in one place for a very long time because it snowed on him. I just think it's cute. So I made some good progress. I want to say mostly just last night. For the longest time, I just had the off-white done. And then last night I did the scarf and his whole head. So that will come out cute. For the most part, I shouldn't say for the most part. There's 5 colors in this, and I think I have swapped out 3. Which ones? Let's see if I can remember. This is 310. I don't think I had to swap that out. I'm using Weeks Dye Work Mocha for the scarf, and I think what they wanted was Weeks Cappuccino. This is the called for. This is galvanized. That's the color of the actual deer. 3371 is just like 20 stitches of dark brown, so I just picked one. I think there was a recommended DMC and I just didn't have it. I had this dark brown. I ran with it. This is the color of the snow, and I'm using Ginger Snap off the top of my head, and you're seeing it over there. I don't remember what I swapped out from, but Ginger Snap is what I'm using. And I'm really liking this. It's Ecru, and I could have used Ecru, but instead I'm using this. And it does have a little variegation in it, and I like it. To supplement all of my whips and my new start, I do have, let's call it 1.5 finishes. Here's the one I know I finished since the last time we chatted. This is, okay, this is not the Owl and the Cook, Andrea. This is the Cat and the Cook from Owl Forest Embroidery. Believe I referred to it as the Owl and the Cook 74 times in the last video. In print too. I believe that's how I wrote it out. So either way, it's the Cat and the Cook, and it's done. This was a generous gift from Holly, way out in exotic California, I believe. And it's all done. And This is my first and only Owl Forest embroidery kit, and I think I want to get another one because this was really nice. The threads were nice to stitch with. They were easy to stitch with. The linen is nice. The pattern was fine. There was nothing wrong with this. And look how cute he is with, he's got a fish in his mouth. I still have not read Fairy Tale. It is probably 4 pages long. I still have not read it. I will read it. I will. It's on my list. Look how cute that came out. So I don't know. I think for something like this, I really would want to make this into like a little pillow kind of situation. I need a place to put my sewing machine because I cannot use it on the ground. I tried. It went poorly. We don't talk about it. But there's a scar. So Holly, thank you so much for thinking of me and sending this to me. I enjoyed every stitch of it, and thank you. This next one is a finish, but I don't know when I finished it, and I don't know if I told you about it. And I had every intention before I started filming today of looking that up, and I didn't. So I'm going to show it to you anyway. This is Christmas 2015. This was in the 2015 Just Cross Stitch Ornament edition. And it's just a little sampler with Merry Christmas and the tree. I love that tree. Love this tree. It's so cute. And it just came out adorable. This wants to be a flat finish, and it wants to go in a 3-tiered tray in the worst way. I just have to find a way to do that. I have sticky board. I have those little flat canvases. I just need to find it within myself to be able to sit down and do this. And it is using up like a ginormous piece of fabric, so I need to reclaim this. I think this may have been another project as well that I was doing the project to use up some Victorian mottos. And I thought, wouldn't it be cute if I used the same color palette and did like 3 or 4 other little freebies and put them all in a 3-tiered tray? Wouldn't that be cute? Isn't it cute to think that I have the mental capacity to do that? I'm going to try. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll take this journey together. Side note, I watch a lot of Weight Watcher videos. If I hear the word journey one more time. The only other stitching thing I have to show you is a little FFO. I put the Winter Cardinal etching from somebody in a little frame. This is a dollar store frame. So cute. I'm not going to take it down because if I touch that shelf, everything's going to go wrong. But look at that. That's in a frame, like an honest to God real frame. And Andrea, note to future self, when you buy a frame at the Dollar Tree, you do not have to think of it as wasteful to take the glass out and throw it away. You don't need to use it. It's fine. It's fine. So that came out cute. And it's not a particularly seasonal frame, which means I have the 3 other etchings that I did and they should all fit in there. And so I could swap them out. I won't, but I could. Last video, we had a giveaway. And if you know how I run my giveaways, I had everybody fill out my Google form. Those entries end up on a spreadsheet, and what you should be seeing here is my showing you the spreadsheet, and then I go over to Google and I ask for a random number between usually 2 and however many entries we got, and then I just use the number that it spits out to pick the row on the spreadsheet. And this week's winner, or this video's winner, was Wendy Ray. I have already emailed Wendy, and I believe she has already emailed me back to find out what it is she would like out of my Etsy shop. I will check that email right when I'm done doing this and find out what it is you'd like and send it on its way. Thank you so much for watching and participating. That is about it for the stitching this week. I just have a little chatter. About 70% of my Christmas decorating is done. We have the tree to decorate, which one would think we would have started with, but no. We got a new tree and lights this year, and the lights have me bananas because you can literally set them to do anything. They can be a single color, they can be 2 colors, 3 colors, 5 colors, a million colors. They can do rainbows, they can do candy canes, it can make pictures, you can draw on it. They sparkle, they blink, they run, they chase, they do snaky things. I can't even decide what I want it to look like. So I have to get all the stuff onto the tree and then pick the colors and decide what I want it to look like. But I will put a little video here of it just doing its rainbow mode thing, and I really like it. But I think most of my ornaments are like darker colors and things like that. So I don't know that that rainbow will look good with the decorations I have. And I'm certainly not going out and getting all new decorations this year, but we'll see. In my Weight Watcher news, I did not weigh in this past week because the week before was Thanksgiving, and why would I do that to myself? I still kind of am unsure about... I'm unsure that I am doing it correctly all the time because I never run out of points. And I don't feel like... I feel like I'm eating a lot. I guess is what I want to say. You know, I get that having free potatoes does not mean you can eat 10 pounds of potatoes in a day. And I do not. But I eat a good number of... Like, I get the Yukon Gold, like the little baby ones. And I cut them up, and I cut up an onion, and I roast the hell out of them. And, I mean, I can have some fairly substantial portions. And there's no points, and that feels weird. I made chili last night, and I will link to the chili recipe. It's not a recipe, guys. It's me opening cans and packets and throwing them in a crock pot. There's absolutely no art involved in this chili. But for me, it comes out to a point. And it's a point for a serving the size of a Volkswagen. That can't be right. I get it. I mean, I get that I don't have to count points for the beans. And I don't have to count points for the ground turkey. And I don't have to count points for the... What else did we put in there, Andrea? Tomatoes. You know, obviously I don't have to count points for tomatoes. The only part of it that had points was I put in a can of black olives because I like olives. And the chili seasoning packet that I put in there, for whatever reason, put points in. But when you divvy out this enormous pot of chili into like 6 or 7 servings, it's 1 point. There's no way I should be able to eat all that chili for 1 point. But I'm going to. You know, and they say that you really should be eating your points. So that makes me say, well, okay, maybe I could put the chili over some rice. I could do that. But I don't even really want the rice. There's enough going on in the chili. So I don't know. I don't know that I'm doing this right. I will weigh in again tomorrow and see where I'm at. And then if I feel like I'm not doing this correctly, I may retake the little assessment and, you know, maybe beans won't be 0 point or something like that. And we'll see how that works out. that is about it for me this week. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes and even your dislikes. And thank you for your comments. I read every single one of them, and I appreciate them. Thank you for being my community. Bye, Janet.